Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Ichronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the Vex Offensive in the new Destiny 2 Shadowkeep DLC. In particular, in this video, we're going to be talking about where to get started with it, how to get through the certain quest lines, and everything that's going on in the Vex Offensive as far as the initial stuff in the Vex Offensive. Now, the Vex Offensive is actually going to evolve over the next coming weeks. There's going to be more difficulties, more difficult things you can do in it, so this is not the end of the Vex Offensive, but this is the general style that you can see. Before I get started, I just want to mention that tomorrow's video is going to be my power leveling guide video where I tell you about all the different powerful reward locations, how to get each one of them, how to unlock each one of them, the best strategy to level up the most efficient way possible throughout everything, all the information that I do know about, all on a Word document that you can download. Make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's video. And lastly, make sure you check out some of my sponsors. I got some discount links, 10% off anything from Control Freaks and 5% anything off of Astro. Check the links in the description down below and use code Ichronic at checkout. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the Vex Offensive. Now, the Vex Offensive actually came out on October 5th at 10 AM Pacific time, literally at the same time that the raid came out. Basically, anybody who wasn't doing the raid will start to experience more Vex incursions around the moon. Now, to get started with the quest line to start doing the actual Vex Offensives and start actually doing the new activity, the Vex Offensive, you have to go see Ikora first. Once you get to Ikora, she's going to have a new mission for you. That is the mission that you need to do to be able to even get into the Vex Offensives, and she's also going to have Vex Offensive bounties as well as weapon artifacts. Now, these weapon artifacts are very similar to the Black Armory Forge frames, except for they're a lot easier to get. My understanding is you get 50 kills with that particular weapon, then you defeat the Vex Offensive boss, and then you get that weapon to drop. It's not going to be a powerful drop, but it is a way to get random rolls on certain weapons that you want, which is really cool to have, as well as the fact that a lot of these weapons will drop randomly from Gate Lords, from Vex Offensive bosses, as well as a chest along the way in the Vex Offensive. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity to get some of the new weapons. If you don't see a mission from Ikora, just log out, log back in, she'll have a mission for you. In this mission, she tasks you with going to the moon and killing 100 of the Vex and 3 of the Vex Gate Lords. To be able to kill Gate Lords, you have to go to one of the 3 locations they can spawn in on the moon. This includes Archer's Line, Hellmouth, and Anchor of Light. You'll be able to see a respective Vex symbol near that location, and they can spawn anywhere in that location. It's a gigantic portal in the sky with lightning striking everywhere. You really can't miss it. Once you get to that area, numerous amounts of Vex are going to be in the area, so it's a bit difficult as a solo player, but if there are other players in the patrol, they should be able to help as well. Take down the Vex in the area, take down the Gate Lord, and he will spawn in a new spot in the same area up to 3 times, which is enough for your bounty. If you don't kill him in that attempt, or you don't see any of the giant portals in the sky, just move to one of the other 3 areas. Usually there's one going on at all times. After completing this step of the quest, you can then move on to the actual Vex Offensive. It is actually a 750 activity, 6-player, and matchmaking enabled, so it's really not that difficult. There's a lot of really cool stuff along the way. So here's the basic idea of the Vex Offensive. There's 3 areas, each one of them offering a chest at the very end, a chance of the new armor that's from the season ranks, and the new weapons that are part of the Vex Offensive DLC. In each one of the areas, you have to kill off a whole bunch of Vex. After that, then you move on to the objective phase. The idea here is you kill these guys called Gate Technicians. They drop Void Craniums. You use those to shoot at the crystals. This is just like Eater of Worlds. Use the craniums, destroy the crystals. You have to destroy 6 of them in the first area and 12 of them in the second area, and you are timed. I don't know what happens if you run out of time. My assumption is you lose or you restart the area. But again, this should be pretty easy considering the difficulty, and it's the very first Vex Offensive. My assumption is that there will be more Vex Offensives that we'll see over time that will be more difficult, giving you better reward. Once you get to the 3rd area, this is going to be the boss fight. The only way to take down the boss's shield is with Void Cranium. So just go to the area with the enemies, find the Gate Technicians, kill them, they'll drop a cranium, use that entire cranium on the boss, it'll break the shield, then you DPS the boss the regular way, and you just keep rinsing and repeating that strategy until you defeat the boss. And then the boss will spawn a chest. You get a bunch of stuff from the chest, you get more credit towards the weekly director challenge, and then you can move back to Ikora and get your reward. Once you actually complete this section of the quest, you'll actually be offered a powerful reward from Ikora, and then she'll have a new vendor challenge on her that gives you tier 3 powerful rewards. Now, I have not yet seen any tier 3 powerful rewards. The first one I've seen yet. My assumption is that there'll be more tier 3 rewards as the season starts to develop. Week after week, we're going to get new new Nightmare Hunts, we're going to get new Vex Offensive difficulties, we're going to get new things. I'm assuming more tier 3s are going to start to pop up, but it is the first tier 3, which should be a lot more powerful than a tier 2. But still, I believe the only way to get from 950 to 960 is going to be pinnacle gear. And that's the basics of the activity. After that, you can go back into the activity as much as you like. You can go complete the Director Challenge for the Vex Offensive itself. That actually takes quite a few times to get through it, probably 4 times. In the first Vex Offensive, because I'm at 26% after one of them, and of course trying to go for that tier 3 for my core and all that whatnot. It is up to you if you want to go ahead and get all that. But that's it. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy the content. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, any concerns, anything I missed. Let me know. Literally, I just did one Vex Offensive. I went through the mission and just wanted to bring this video to you guys as soon as possible. So there's probably a bunch of stuff that I did not know about. But anyways, that's pretty much the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name is Vinai Chronic, and I will see you guys on the next one.